Greetings, beloved ones. So the topic for today is one that has been coming through so powerfully. I was just in Greece over summer solstice, and this was very much showing up in the cauldron of the retreat I was holding, Path of the Mystica, with my dear sister Shireen. And it really came through strong kind of this whole trip. This has been, you see the moon over here over my shoulder. It's about to go through, there was just a solar eclipse on the new moon. There's about to be a lunar eclipse. We are in Mercury retrograde. I think there are several other planets in retrograde. And so this theme has been coming through so strongly for me. And so I really wanted to distill it and share it with you here. And the theme is about sovereignty within coherency. So when I speak of sovereignty, let's break this down. Sovereignty is about our alignment with self, our alignment with our truth. I think of it as vertical alignment. Human beings walk upright, we've exited the horizontal plane of the animals that's looking for food, and it's mostly connected to, I'm just noticing this little school of fish down here, it's so cute. Anyway, that's mostly, speaking of animals, mostly connected to the root chakra, to survival needs, and the second chakra, reproduction needs. Human beings were upright, so now we have this alignment not only between that earth plane of food and nourishment and reproduction, but also the spiritual plane. So when I think of sovereignty, when I think of true sovereignty, we're connected to that full spectrum of earth and cosmos and our humanity in between those poles. This is again a deep alignment with the self, right? Knowing where we begin or where we end and out here begins, and really, again, understanding where we stand in the hologram in creation. So that's sovereignty. Self-sourced, being able to be self-reliant, right? And in our, one catchphrase we use a lot in the community is, in our power. So that's sovereignty. So next we have one of my very favorite things in all of creation, and that is coherency. So coherency is about alignment with the whole. It's about a resonance, being in harmony, being in a similar frequency with our environment. Coherency. When something is coherent, there's beauty, there's truth, there's a resonance, there's a vibration, there's a radiance, there's room for the mystery to reveal herself. So coherency to me is like, if I could just distill down what my whole body of work is really about, it's about coherency within and without. And so what's feeling very important to me about talking about sovereignty within coherency is that I truly believe that the epitome, like the pinnacle, the epiphany of sovereignty is coherency with the whole. It is not, and the reason I'm bringing this to light is what I see a lot in the counterculture and the spiritual communities. When it comes to sovereignty, it's like, oh, I'm in my truth. Oh, this doesn't serve me. Oh, this does. And it becomes very egocentric. It's not from essence. It's very egocentric, this idea and way of being sovereign. Like, oh, in my sovereignty, I didn't feel like meeting you when I said I was going to, so I just didn't. And it's like, okay. Or for an example would be, let's say you entered into a ceremony or something like this, right? There's a very specific space being held, and you enter in, and in your sovereignty you feel like, making all this noise and being this really big presence. I think we've all experienced this, where there's like a field of energy happening, and there's a coherency, and it's so beautiful, and then one person will come in and they're like, ah! And you're just like, what is happening here? So this is what I'm speaking of. That's an extreme example, but this is what I'm speaking about. So There's some people walking by, speaking of, right as I say that. So this is the mystery revealing herself as we speak. So the next level of sovereignty that I feel like we are hopefully moving into, that I feel like we need to move into as a humanity if we want to stand for life on planet Earth, and that is a sovereignty that's aligned with coherency in the whole. I think of this as the circle, and each individual is strongly in their seat and yet fully aware of the collective field and holding the collective field. And we're holding it for the sovereignty of each other. This is the new power structure that we're stepping into, hopefully, as a humanity. We're holding each other in our power, in our sovereignty, in our vertical alignment, in our individual unique truths, unique expressions, unique gifts. However, we're not needing to overpower. We're not needing to go into hierarchy. We're not needing to energetically battle for our seat. We are able, through our humility, through our openness, through our empty presence, through the trust in our own fucking seats, excuse me, I don't usually cuss in these, we're able to be in alignment, in coherency with the whole. You know, this idea, the distorted view of sovereignty we see happening all over planet Earth, and it's destroying the Earth. It's like, well, I want this, well, I need this. This is best for me, so I'm gonna do it regardless of if it pollutes the planet that I live on, regardless of if it hurts the crap out of somebody else, regardless of the effects that it sends into creation. So when we're really walking in our sovereignty, in coherency with the whole, we are walking in such supreme integrity, care, and mindfulness of how our sovereignty, how our presence, how our alignment affects the whole. Presence is key here. When we're really, really, truly aligned, we almost can't act out of the accordance of nature. You know, it would hurt us. It would not only hurt others, it hurts us. So there's a level of sensitivity that I am calling forth from my brothers and sisters in really redefining sovereignty and inviting what that means to be coherent with the whole in our sovereignty. How do we walk in the world when that's the seat that we're sitting in? How are we when we are connected to the whole and aware of our impact on the whole? How do we want to clean the mirror? How do we want to hold ourselves? How do we want to hold our power? Is it a power over, like, nah, I'm in control kind of thing? Or is it like, I'm here, I'm good, and I'm open, and I'm holding, and I'm listening, and I'm responding rather than reacting to my environment? And above all, we put peace, we put love, we put beauty, we put truth as the highest values in coherency. So in our sovereignty, we're holding the space for all of this. We are the witness, we are the pillar for these things, these experiences to manifest within the whole. So I hope this was food for thought. I hope this shared a whole other level of the possibility of sovereignty. I think it's so important that we claim our sovereignty. I am here in Croatia as we speak, traveling solo because I really wanted to reclaim fully my sovereignty and my just like, I've got this. I can move through the world. I can go to a country I know almost nothing about by myself and enjoy it and enjoy just my own presence and my own ability to get from point A to point, like simple little things like that. Just like, I've got this. I'm rooted in myself. I can handle whatever situations arise as I throw myself into the unknown. It's been super powerful. So sovereignty is crucial, but then sovereignty with the whole. So there's this beautiful bird flying right now. It's just like That's what it feels like. It's like we take the leap, but then we're with the elementals. We're with the whole. We're adding our beauty to the whole. So thank you for listening. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for receiving this and hopefully chewing on it a little bit and tasting it and experimenting with it and really finding that coherency. I can't tell you, there's nothing in this world for me that feels better than coherency with what is. So, mwah, may you all experience that during this eclipse portal that we're in. Much love, all of you.